Ladies and gentlemen, the newest hero to Paragon has been revealed, Terra. Mirrorless Action is a game and screen recorder that offers the lowest megabytes per frame, the lowest computer resource usage, and the highest FPS recording. Check the link in the video description to learn more.
When the tide of the fight has been shifted, our hopes are falling down. The day brings over the mountains. Good Terra has joined the fight. When the mighty has come, the battle is won. The lights are on her tonight. When the dark is done to surround us, the past and your fate. When the day brings over the mountains.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you absolutely love Terra. That was a fantastic reveal video that also is telling us about Winterfest. So she looks absolutely amazing. Her design is out of this world. Looks like, you know, from the other realms of gaming. She looks like kind of like a paladin. She kind of really makes me think of Johanna from Heroes of the Storm. She's basically Johanna, and a lot of her abilities are kind of similar, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, she's very Paragon-esque. So, of course, we don't know very much because they are releasing the patch notes on Tuesday when the actual, patch drops. So they're changing up how they do that. You know what? Communication is a double-edged sword, and you know what? I am more than fine with having it be on the day, less speculation, less just nonsense around all this stuff, and I do agree. So, in lieu of that, I went and looked up some Datamined stuff. Not very fancy, I know, but we can still talk about it. So, what is Terra all about? And you know what? We can actually tell quite a bit from her stats. Basic attack is actually pretty crazy. Her attack speed is the second lowest, so she's going to hit quite slow. Plus her basic attack time is 0.9 seconds. Sevrog is the only one that has a slower attack at 0.95. So she swings hard as she hits 70 off the bat, which I think is one of the highest, and goes the highest, being the highest non-carry damage basic attack. Yeah, it's not the fastest, it's the second slowest, but you know what, 20% cleave. In the jungle, that looks really good for fast clears, fast cleaving. Like, you know what, that's gonna really work well. She looks, she's gonna hit hard. In other words, she's gonna hit hard, not the fastest, but she's gonna hit hard. Her base stats don't reveal too much, to be honest with you. Her health isn't the highest, but she has a lot of... She's very CC immunity focused with CC herself. So, I mean, there has to be a trade-off, of course. She's definitely not the fastest at all. She has a high basic resistance rating, but again, that goes with her whole theme, and it goes pretty high as well. So, you know what? She's not the tankiest in the health department, but with the rest of it, she is looking pretty good. Now, her abilities. RGS Ace does a fantastic job of slowing down the video for you and looking at each of the abilities. We'll talk about that. Go and see his video. He just does really well with it. We're going to look at the numbers of this. So they internally from the Datamined, it's called the alternate ability, but this, because of the shield duration and the cooldown here, then the shield magnitude, this is probably the shield, the projectile shield block that you can use, you know, 12, 10, 8, 6 seconds, costing 50 mana, lasting for 3 seconds. If you, I think it's going to be like Steel's thing, where she'll hold it for 3 seconds and then she'll let it go. The shield magnitude, what this means to me is that you block a percentage of the damage taken. Other than that, you take the damage. So at level 4, you just block the whole thing. That's probably pretty smart in the early game. You know, at blocking a whole attack, it's gonna probably not, you know, not be too balanced, if you ask me. That is what I'm guessing that is. That's the projectile shield block. You see in the video, she uses it against the Fae quite a bit, and the Gideon's Cosmic Breach. She uses that. She uses it right here, right there. That's what I think that is. They're just showing it cinematically, where it's like perfectly timed. With the shield duration, I think she'll be able to hold it out for 3 seconds, kind of like Steel's thing, but we'll see. Now, the next ability here, they call it internally as primary, but because it has a 2-hit count, I think it's the double axe swing that you see she uses on the Fae, and then the Feng Mao or something that comes in, which does a really awesome double swing of the axe, kind of like in, what do you call it? The, For Honor. That's what that makes me think of. Looks really cool. And the arc, that's just kind of, I think the whatever arc per hit, I don't know what that stuff means, but the base power is insane. Look at this damage, 140 in the early game. That's 2 hits. I'm pretty sure that's 2 hit. Oh, damage per hit. There you go. So yeah, it's half. Okay, so there you go. Each hit is 175 in the late game, 350. So if somebody's backing away from you and you can still get both hits, hey, that's going to be really sick. 7-second cooldown with a relatively high mana cost. Not bad, but again, there's that 2-hit count. So it's a really cool looking ability. And if I look into it a little bit further, you'll probably see that you can move through units. I'm pretty sure she moves through the Fae as she does it, even the moment before she kills her. So I think this is a move through units collision mitigation ability as well. That's what it looks like. Maybe you don't. Maybe if the hero's still alive, you just collide with them and you just kind of bump into them or something. But it looks like from the video that you move through targets. So this could be a pseudo escape ability, especially in tight corners around Or Prime or stuff like that. So like, look, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell from right there. I would maybe think that you move through units. I mean, there's lots of other things that do that too, I think. So we'll see when it comes out. The secondary ability is what I think the AoE shield stun is. She uses it once right before she kills the Feng Mao right at the beginning, the very first thing you see, or when right after the Gideon ults, and then she, in the background, she uses a good big kind of explosion thing, because it says the radius here and then the duration stun. So 14 seconds, yeah, for an AoE stun, I would expect it to be very much a relatively higher cost cooldown with the small amount of damage. But again, 164 in a team fight, in the middle of a team fight when everybody's around her or something like that, that's going to be substantial. Duration stun, 1.4 seconds. You see her use it just there. You know what? That's damn good. 2 freaking seconds stun. That she uses it right there. Like, in a 450 unit radius, that's not very much, but from the video you can see it's not bad. So you know what? As a follow-up, basic attack into this AoE stun into her double axe swing, like that's gonna be pretty sick. That's gonna be a good amount of burst on multiple targets. Even her basic attack, which does that cleave into the AoE stun, animation cancel that into basic attack into a double axe swing. You know what? She kind of seems like not a Feng Mao, but like, you know, has that sort of combo ability. I mean, with a lot of other uses for it as well. So that ability looks sick. And then her ultimate, I mean, I'm sure you can see from the video when she lowers her helmet, that is when she grants this CC immunity and projectile block, ? Because there is a shield magnitude to this, which is not too clear. So there's no arc, no base power, because it just buffs her, but the cooldown is a lot. 120 seconds, 110, 100, and the cost of 100 mana, of course. The Juggernaut duration. Juggernaut, we know what Juggernaut is based on the bot card that's been used in bot matches and stuff. I don't think it's exactly the same Juggernaut buff that card gives you, because I think what it is simply just CC immunity. As you can see that she walks through a Gideon ult, a Rampage Boulder, and a Seismic Assault from Bellica. So I think that is the, well, you know what? Juggernaut, I believe, is damage mitigation once you're below 50% health, but this probably grants you 50% damage mitigation, or the shield duration. Let me know down in the comments if you guys know about this. The shield duration and the shield magnitude lets me believe, like, she can mitigate some damage. She literally gains a shield when she uses her ultimate for 300, 500, 700 for damage mitigation, which means if you combine that with her health, actually, at level 2, has the highest health, temporarily, in the game. So that, I mean, if she uses her ult at the right time, she gains that Juggernaut, the CC immunity, and maybe damage mitigation, but that would seem a little bit too overpowered with her shield magnitude as well, just because, I mean, it would make sense that she doesn't get the card version for herself. She would get a special kind of the Juggernaut buff. Either way, she looks like a great answer to this meta, and we've seen that with Yin back when the CC meta was way back then as well. We saw that with who else shook everything up. Yin really shook everything up. Aurora really shook everything up because it was a kind of a death ball sort of meta at that time. I hope that this gal right here, Terra, she really answers the current meta, and you know what? I'm happy for it. Well, as well as balance changes that I think are coming next week. I hope gameplay is really shooken up with this patch, and kind of leaves the holidays in a very bright light. It's really punishing, and you know what? We'll see. We'll see how things shake up. She looks absolutely fantastic. I love the 6 skin at the end of the video. I am really looking forward to playing her. If you guys don't know, every time a new hero comes out, I group up and we kind of test her out. I get some builds going. So if you guys want to help me out with that, get on next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday as well, and help me out with her. So what do you guys think of Terra? She looks freaking amazing. Let me know your thoughts. Amazon is the tried and true way of shopping for anything you need or want at the lowest prices. Support the channel at no cost to you by doing your Amazon shopping through the link in the video description. Please like this video, like it, dislike it, share it to the community. Of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, especially if you found it useful, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. A lot of stuff coming out here for December. Don't want you to miss it. Please check the video description for links to my website, merchandise store, Amazon affiliate link, as well as all my social media right here. Huge thank you to my Patreon supporters, Twitch subscribers, and YouTube sponsors who all go out of the way to make these videos possible. Until next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.